Vanguard.
Vanguard.
Challenging.
Refreshing.
Vanguard. Vanguard. Joyful.
Vanguard.
Vanguard.
Everyone recognizes the benefit of a good education. The question is, what is it that makes an education good? Is there more to expect from our schools than simply preparing our students for a career? Or is there a higher calling that we should pursue? At Vanguard, we believe that we have a responsibility to instill in our students wisdom and virtue gained from a dedicated pursuit of truth, goodness, and beauty, and that in that journey we pass on a true love of learning.
We came to Vanguard for the same reason I think so many parents are looking for an alternative is we weren't dissatisfied with what we were currently using as our education method. I think we just knew that there had to be a better way.
The university model is great because it gives parents an integral role in the education of their child, and it instills in the students an independent work ethic. At the same time, it opens up opportunities that are not necessarily available from a traditional classroom.
One of the biggest rewards of having a child involved in a university model school is that so many times I get to be the one that has these great conversations with her. I see where she struggles, so I know where we need to put more effort in, and I see where she's succeeding, which is also so wonderful for a parent to see firsthand.
In Philippians, Paul calls us to fix our thoughts on things that are true and noble and beautiful and excellent. By focusing on these things, our attention is directed towards the very source of all goodness and beauty and excellence, towards God. This is a more rigorous path, but it is one that bears far more fruit than the modern approach. And at Vanguard, we believe that this is where true learning begins.
The thing I've noticed about my girls, since they began attending Vanguard, everything that they do, you can see an excellence in their schoolwork. You can see them wanting to not just succeed, but to excel in what they do.
It's tempting in our culture to say that you can either have a soft heart that loves Jesus or a strong head that thinks hard. And Christian classical education answers that question and says, it is not either or. In fact, Christianity calls us to love God with all of our heart and all of our soul and all of our mind. The point of this education is to produce change in the lives of our students. Our goal is not to just have our students quote Shakespeare, but we want them to eventually learn how to evaluate the literature that they read and to ask the question, how does this affect me? How does this affect my life? And come to the eventual realization that in everything, it's all about Jesus Christ and His Lordship in our lives.
When you have a child that's involved in the university model, you know exactly what they're studying, and you can contribute to that in so many different ways.
As much as I want to pour into my children, this is the greatest funnel that I could use. The curriculum, the teachers, the setting, the environment, the culture.
We believe that by creating smaller classrooms with a very defined culture built around a classical curriculum, that we have the answer to what many parents are looking for when it comes to the education of their children.
To say that she's blossomed is an understatement. It is absolutely worth it.
If once a student leaves us, he is a lifelong learner and a lifelong follower of Christ, then we can say that we have been successful.
Vanguard. Vanguard.
Vanguard.
Challenging.
Excellent. Exciting.
Vanguard.
Champions. Vanguard. Amazing. Vanguard. Awesome.